We interrupt this program to bring you an important Wayfair message. Wayfair's got style tips for every home. This is Styles McKenzie helping you make those rooms sing. Today's style tip. When it comes to making a statement, treat bold patterns like neutrals. Go wild, like an untamed animal print area rug under a rustic farmhouse table from Wayfair.com. Arr, fierce. This has been your Wayfair style tip to keep those interiors superior.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Work hard, play hard. We've all heard it. In fact, maybe some of us have said it. I have. I have said it before. I shouldn't have said it. It sounds motivating. It sounds like grit and hustle and reward. But what if that phrase isn't a badge of honor and it's actually a warning sign? Hey everyone, welcome back to the Northbound podcast. If you have to recover from your work every weekend, then something is broken. And today we're tackling this common workplace phrase, work hard, play hard, and why that is toxic. First of all, work hard, play hard assumes this. It assumes that your work is something to endure and that the play is something you're going to escape to. And that's not healthy leadership. In fact, that is just simply survival mode with some marketing. So at Northbound, we want to prepare for the ascent and the summit. And anything that requires this constant escape is never going to get us there. It's never going to sustain us in that climb. This phrase, work hard, play hard, it trains burnout. And what it really communicates to your people, and even to you when you hear it, is that work is going to cost you everything. And if you work during the week, it's going to cost you everything this week. And then what we're going to do is we're going to compensate you with distractions later. An example of a distraction would be like mandatory fun, maybe a mandatory party or something like that, which maybe is not mandatory, but we all know that it is because everybody's expecting you to be there, right? So we're just going to compensate you with that later. And so why this is dangerous is that it's going to start to normalize chronic overwork. It's going to violate boundaries and it's going to lead to emotional exhaustion. So instead of fixing the system, we're offering this supposed release valve where we can release the steam at certain points, which is not a good long-term solution. It's not a good way to climb. Burnout isn't going to be healed by parties. Burnout, actually, hopefully you don't even have burnout, but it's going to be healed by better leaders, better leadership. In our workplaces, in our organizations, we want health. We want a healthy team. Work hard, play hard replaces health with just coping. Here's a key distinction here. Play is awesome. Like, I love being going on adventures and being out in the wilderness or going on vacations. I love that. And I love celebration. Celebration is good too. And rest is essential. But play hard is numbing and escaping. It's overindulging just to try to forget the week. And in a lot of cases, as you well know, it's mandatory. And that's not cool at all because maybe I recover by myself while someone else recovers with other people. We're all different. And how we recover is different. And so we're not going to work hard together all the time and then play hard together all the time. That's not going to work. If your culture requires an escape to survive, the problem isn't effort, it's design. It's designed that way. You don't want that. And it prioritizes output over the people. The message is this, the hidden message, and this is the toxic message. This is why we don't want to say this phrase, is that it says your value is what you produce and that your recovery is your responsibility and not the organization's. So here's what healthy teams do instead. They build rhythms. It's not always a sprint. That's a common one, right? It's a marathon, not a sprint. Okay, yes, we've heard that before, but it's true. We are building rhythms. We're building long-term plan to get to the summit. We also respect limits and protect recovery during the work, not just after it. At Northbound, I want to help you not sprint every mile of the trail because you won't make it. We want to pace for the summit. And we also need to prepare for the descent. We talked about that in a previous episode, is that things will fail on the descent. A lot of injuries happen on the way down from a mountain because you have exhausted legs. Well, exhausted legs in leadership make bad decisions. Teams that work hard and play hard, they collapse after success. They lose good people. They burn leaders out. Sustainable leadership isn't about how hard you push. It's about how well your people can recover without just escaping. We're going to recover real time. We don't want burnout. We're not storing it all up. So what could we say instead? Well, we could maybe not what we say, but more how we encourage people. We encourage people to work with purpose. We want to give people purpose. We want to rest with intention. We want to give opportunities for rest in different ways for different people. We want to give our best in the workplace and then go home whole so we can give back to our families. We're not going home stressed so that our families feel the brunt of that, because they get that emotional. They get the emotional wear and tear from you after a hard day of work. We want to build work that you aren't going home and recovering from. And we want to encourage people to give strong effort and provide them with sustainable rhythms. Here are some key takeaways today. If work requires an escape, then something is broken. Burnout is not going to be solved by hard play. It's solved by better systems. Healthy leaders design work that people can sustain. And the rest is not a reward. We don't reward people with rest. It's a requirement. That's why you may need, as a leader, you may need to send your people home early. You may need to say you need to go home and you need to spend time with your family. You need to go and spend time maybe alone or whatever the case may be. Give people those opportunities to do that, what works for them. Because the goal isn't surviving the week, it's staying strong for the long climb ahead. So, as you know, here at Northbound, leadership is an adventure. It's not punishment. If your culture requires recovery just to function, I want you to reach out to me. It's time to lighten the load for you. It's time to change the path. I can help you and your organization with that. So you could reach out to me directly, just chris@go-northbound.com, or come to the community, which is in the description below. Come join the community, follow along, and let's help each other. That's what that's all about. So I encourage you to audit your language. Think about what you say. Think about what kind of culture it builds in your workplace or in your organization. And then ask yourself, would I want to hike with these people for a long time or with this team? Would I want to hike with this team on a long distance hike and climb the mountain with them? Or ask yourself this, would the people I lead like to hike with me? Would they like to come with me on a long hike and climb up the mountain? That's probably an even better question to ask yourself, is if people want to hike with you. All right. Hey, thanks everybody. Leave 5 stars and some comments below. Go lead boldly, humbly, confidently. Keep climbing northbound.